Hey, RemanX here with a big warning, and today I'm joined by Jgiusti, and Jgiusti, say hi to everybody.
Hey guys.
So we're talking about CC, which is kind of your specialty, when this mode is working really well, it can be a lot of fun, right?
Yes, it can be.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I know you've helped me with re-engaging into it, and I think I want to thank you for the amount of fun I have. We want to highlight a couple of things that are kind of going wrong because I don't think the community at large knows them. So let's start with one that was from your video. I'm going to pull your video up here and kind of walk me through what happened. Let me give me a second here, and I'll pull it up. Got a couple of Discord messages. There's a couple of things going on in Crucible that you have to be aware of right now to make sure you're not losing a competitive advantage. So on your video right here, it's at I have it highlighted right at the right point. So there is, I'm going to mute the video. So what happens here is you're trying to kill Agent Carter here, and then what happens?
Yeah, so basically in this fight, I'm in the lead and I get kind of greedy and I see that I can kill Agent Venom instead of Peggy. And what happens is that Peggy then revives and it renews revives for everybody.
Wow. So basically the room, if you don't kill Peggy, when she uses her special, she revives everyone and they revive once.
Yes.
So I think we can see that here in a few moments. 1525, you kill Peggy.
It says 16, I think.
You kill Peggy, she loses her debuffs, and then she proceeds to do her thing.
Yeah.
Like you were clearly winning here. Like this was almost a win.
See, so I get greedy right here. I should have just killed the Peggy. So
Yep.
I kill Agent Venom. Because I think I'm going to get it with Nemesis.
Yep.
Which I do. But what happens is...
Here it comes. So there's the special. They all got the revive once back, and oh my god, that's terrible. So she renews. Not only did she give it to the character that was being revived, she renewed it on the team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is a big deal. So your recommendation for overcoming this is what?
At the current juncture, Peggy has to die first.
Peggy has to die first before she gets a chance to do that. So you basically have to kill her twice before she gets a chance to do her special. And so that means that, whatever you have to get through Cap and whatever, and it's going to depend on your team. But typically you're focusing with the special on Peggy, you said, to get the offense up for the counters?
Yes. So unless you're 100% sure you can kill Peggy out the gate, I would always special with Archangel to give everyone offense up because when they counter back, they have a good chance of killing her.
Okay. And again, I mean, and even if you use a team like RemanX, they can still rebound pretty quickly. So there's no guarantee. This just happens to be one of the preferred teams to use against this team with our current usage of like Omega Red, etc. So maybe you have a different team that works a little bit better for you, but you might encounter this bug if you don't happen to kill Peggy first. So I think this is definitely a case-by-case scenario of what you're using to beat this team, but obviously something to be aware of. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to talk about the other one a little bit here, and so this one's a little bit different. I'm going to just take a look at my Crucible setup in game. And by the way, the links for all of Jgiusti's Twitch and YouTube are going to be in the comments here. Make sure you guys throw them a follow. Providing great content for as far as Crucible, and just a great reliable source, and will also be on my channel on the Town Hall on Sunday. So taking a look at what I did for my roster, let's take a look. So I'm wrong. I have this set up wrong. I'm like, so I look at my Cosmic Crucible, and I look at my new Warriors team, and there's a problem here, right?
Yes.
So what's your recommendation and why?
Okay, so there's a loaded issue, so I'm not sure if that's on purpose or if this is just what you need to do. But right now you need to make sure Deathpool is on the far left. So you're going to have, for me, I have Deathpool, Cloak, Firestar, Dagger, no, and then Gwenpool. No, sorry, I have that backwards. Let me read that. So it's Deathpool on the left, and then it goes Dagger, Firestar, what is it? Sorry, this is hard to remember on the spot. Can you just switch to New Warriors right quick to
Yeah.
make this faster?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just switch the tab.
People say that they'll be like, use your filters, Rem. I know people are in chat are saying the same thing you just said.
Yeah. So put Firestar in the middle.
Okay.
Then you're going to put Dagger next.
Dagger here on the right.
Yep, Dagger's going to be the right of Firestar. And then you're going to load in Cloak. And then you're going to load in Gwen.
All right.
And then Deathpool.
All right. So one of the things we're going to talk about with this is this has been something that we found with specifically, I want to say Dorky was the one who made me aware of it, but it was with Taskmaster. And what they found was the speed is calculated based on the team members. So as long as Deathpool's on the left or Taskmaster on the left, he counts all the other members that have already spawned in. Otherwise, it doesn't give them the full speed fill that they get from the team on spawn. So any position you have may have been slowing you down. Now, this happened, if you guys watched Mobile Gamer stream yesterday, this happened to Jgiusti, and I want to say it also happened to Bendable Straws, where they had some differences in action specifically because of positioning on this. So this guarantees that you get the speed that you need to succeed. Yeah, I did that. I did that. That's right. All right, and alliterations aside, it's going to be something that we've asked the developers in the past, I believe, and they said that it's on purpose, that there's an on-spawn allocation based on preferences. So any team that you're doing, including like Red Hulk, etc., that get speed from characters on spawn, Omega Red. Apparently, this is something that's been in the game for a while. We just weren't aware of it. So starting with that, we're going to go ahead and bookmark this. That's really a big deal. Now, I'm going to say another problem, and I think this is something that I was made aware of today. I've got several members of the community that are frustrated because when they go to do their Cosmic Crucible, they can't even get in right now. Have you heard about this?
I've heard it from a couple of people that it's been kind of laggy, or that it's crashing.
So they're getting a crash. What happens is when they load in, and now initially it was thought that this was happening because apparently it was found that you can load your defense members up and use them on attack. However, immediately the game would crash. So that was something that was being addressed by that. So you could see that it says the battle's no longer valid. It may have been a start time issue for them, but several players are reporting this. So my problem is when bugs like this happen, it creates a lot of disengagement for something that could very well be the most fun game mode. But if they're going to attach really big rewards, I think they got to take ownership of how this experience is for players, and it's not great right now. And I think from the perspective of what I would want as a player is this communication, like let's say this right now, there needs to be an in-game communication. Like currently there's an issue with Room 5 in Cosmic Crucible. Peggy Carter is providing revive ones. This is intended, or this is not intended, because it takes away kind of that competitive advantage. Because right now we think it's a bug, but it very well could be intended, or they could tell us that. What do you think?
I think that they need to do better at this. Like they need to have either more testing of these rooms, like manually testing. And I get things show up. So like the Rebirth one, I'm kind of a little less annoyed about, because I mean it's this very specific instance where that happens. Whereas 3, you should at least let people know, like, hey, if you don't load in your new warriors in the right order, you're going to lose this fight.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They just simply don't work based on where you position your team. And this is a team that people have spent on, because right now is the first time we're able to get, Gwenpool, and the event is amazingly frustrated, which is probably going to be a video source for me tonight or tomorrow. That the Gwenpool is causing frustration among her availability. So, here we are getting to the point where this team's finally able to take the field, and they're massively underperforming because of a simple thing that you've helped highlight. Well, Jgiusti, remember guys, they're going to have the comments are going to feature Jgiusti's socials, so you guys can absolutely hop on and support his channel. And thank you very much for re-engaging me. I love having you as a friend. I appreciate the support you've shown to the community at large. You're involved in every one of this the CC battles that are highlighted on Twitch. And you know, you're definitely a source of knowledge that should never be underestimated. Love you much, guys. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you guys thank Jgiusti in the comments so we can see him and interact with you. And make sure you guys show some love for people that are definitely helping get things out in the open. Anyway, see you soon. Check you next time, and hopefully we get a response quickly to this. Love you much.